Hey guys, this is just a little video to help you with the mock test that you have coming up on Monday, on December 10th. All right, there's just this major thing that that probably will be on the test. Actually, it's not that major. It's just how you would put in the information into the test. It's just something we didn't see in class, so I wanted to make sure that it's covered and that you guys know how to do it. Okay, so let's imagine that you have an instruction like this on the test. Let's imagine this is step 3 in the test, and it says, in cell K10, enter formula to calculate the travel cost to a property from a value in J10. This is 10 rupees plus 7.5. The distance is less than 6. The distance multiplied by 1.5 if the distance is not less than 6. And we want to round the travel cost up to the next whole rupee. Okay, so we covered in class rounding up and rounding those values. So first thing I want to do is I want to go to in the cell K10 on my test sheet. So here's my test sheet, my Excel sheet for my test. I'm going to imagine that it's here. And I go to K10. I can see that there are no values in here, so I have to input them myself. I know that I want to round up the travel cost to the next whole rupee, so I actually have to format that cell to a general number to make sure that my roundup function will work. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. So I go here back to, just want to make sure, K10, yes, so K10, and I'm going to format that cell to general. Don't forget, if I want to round up that cell, use the roundup formula, and if it's set to number or currency with certain decimal places, that will override my roundup. So I'm going to keep it to general because that's what they want to see that it will work for the roundup. So my formula will look something like this. I'm just going to put in the whole formula and then I'll explain it. So we want to round up the whole formula. Whole thing, okay, and our if statement. And if not, we will times J. Let me make sure that it works first. Yes, correct my typo, please. Okay, good. It does work. Okay, let me explain my formula. So, first thing we want to do, they said round up. So, make sure that my cell here was set to general, formatted that to general. Then I write the round up function. Okay, and then it says, I want to add 10 rupees to my if statement in here. So that's all I did is I put in 10 plus, and then I start my if statement. So my if statement says, okay, if whatever in is J10 is less than 6, then I will put the value 7.5. However, if it is, if the distance is less than 6, the distance multiplied by 1.5. If the distance is not less than 6. So if the distance is not less than 6, I will multiply it by 1.5. No, sorry, I don't want 10. I want 1.5. So yeah, if whatever's in J10 is less than 6, I'm going to put 7.5, but that 7.5 will be added on to by a value of 10. If it is not less than 6, I will multiply by 1.5 plus that 1.5 will then get an additional 10 on there. Okay, so nothing's in there. Okay, nothing is in, sorry, J10. Okay, so nothing's in there, but I'm still getting a value. Okay, that's fine. So the next thing they ask is, Complete the, so this is step 4. Imagine this is the next step in the test. Complete the unfinished test plan in your evidence document. What are they talking about? Evidence document. Okay, so the evidence document is, don't forget, this is all your evidence document that you'll be filling out on the test with the screenshots. Okay, so it says that's my evidence document. Great, I know where that is. Place the letters A and B with suitable headings. Choose 3 pieces of test data formulated, used in step 18. Complete the test table as you carry out the test, and then take screenshots from your test and place these in the test plans. Okay, so I can imagine that this is evidence down here. Okay, we'll see this. So imagine I've done all this evidence, and this is my test plan down here. So it's question 19. Sorry, I had a step 4 on here, so I'll just change that to, just imagine that's question 4. Okay, so yeah, you might see something like this in your evidence folder, a test plan. Okay, so that's all they want us to do is fill in values in J10 and then test it to make sure our formula works. Okay, so let's see here. The cell reference that I'm going to put in is, my cell reference is K10. So it would be my cell reference. Test it. The formula tested is that. I can just cut and paste that. Okay, copy. That's my formula tested. Now, the columns A and B, I want to change to, yes, right here. Out. Now, in J10, I'm just going to put in a number. Okay, so, nope, I want that to go back. Okay, get out of there so it doesn't do anything else. Okay, so let's say test data. In J10, I put in 0. So my test data is less than 6, so it should be added to 10, and that is, okay, so my first value is, I put 0 in there, and my number, sorry, in my K10 cell is 18. So let's go back to the formula and check if that's right. So the number is 0, so it is less than 6, which means I will add 10 to 7.5, which is 17.5, all right? Well, it says 18. Well, it says 18 because I have rounded up that number, okay? So I would just put that in. Why did I choose 0? To expected outcome would be 18 because it's going to round up. My actual outcome was 18. Test works. Yes. Okay. Yeah, and I could just put in other values as well. They want for this, sorry, this test test plan, they want 1, 2, 3 values. Okay, so let's put in one that is, what does it say, greater than 5? Let's see. The distance is not less than 6. Okay, so we'll try something like 20. 20. Great, that all looks like it's working. Okay, so I would do all of that. Just fill in test data 20 to check if outcome. My expected outcome is going to be 40, and the actual outcome was 40. Okay? Yes. Okay, if you have a problem then, you might want to, another test data I might want to try is maybe a decimal to see what that would give me. If I did have a problem, what was my remedial action? Okay, explain what you would do to try to change the formula. Okay, and I think that is about it for what you need to do. Oh, yeah, the other thing you need to do is just put the screenshots of the actual output shown. Okay, so each time you do one of these values, put the screenshot in here. Okay, in a nutshell, that's what you need to do for a question of this nature on the test. Okay, if they ask for a test plan in your evidence document, this is what you're looking for. Okay, good luck on the test.